Listen, I get it, saving money. Nobody wants to talk about saving money. That's boring, that's terrible. But I want to talk about a strategy that I'm going to be using here in 2020, and I've been using it, but it is an easy way to save money, and it works every time. Usually you don't want to use the word guarantee when you start talk about money and stuff like that because, I mean, you read all the disclosures, right? There's no guarantees, blah, blah. But in this case, I'm going to use the word guarantee because it is a guaranteed way to save money going into 2020. And it's a tool that I've been using. And in fact, I'll just put up on the screen right now the site that I'm going to walk you through that I use. You can see I've saved over $2,000 using this tool. And like I said, this doesn't require anything boring. It doesn't require any sacrifice. It doesn't require, because usually a lot of people are like, oh, I have to save money. Oh, and then their mind goes to, oh, so that means I have to sacrifice that. That means I can't do this. That means I have to settle for something else. But none of that's required. You get to have all the fun stuff. You get to do everything, but you're still going to save money in an easy way, in a guaranteed way. How does this all work? Well, it has to do with one little step that you do before you actually make any sort of purchase. And yeah, oh great, so I have to do a step and it's gonna take time out of my day. Yeah, a small amount of time, but it's kind of like a treasure hunt. I really enjoy it because you are literally looking for just free money that you can put in your pocket. The whole idea is based on the idea in one of my favorite quotes, a penny saved is a penny earned. So if you can keep pennies in your pocket, guess what? Those pennies can be used for something else rather than what you were thinking about actually purchasing. So the site is Raise.com. Okay, so this is how Raise.com works. Raise.com has a bunch of people, and these people sell their gift cards. And then Raise.com takes those gift cards and offers them at a discount. So for example, this is you right here, and you need something. I do need to make this. This strategy is totally counterproductive if you go and use a strategy just to use a strategy. This assumes that you actually need to get what you're getting. Don't go just start buying stuff for the sake of thinking, hey, I'm saving money, so I'm gonna start buying stuff. No, you would have been much better off if you had never bought it in the first place. So like I said, little warning there. This assumes that you have some sort of need for what you're going to buy. And then the other little disclaimer, I mean, are you sure it's actually a need? Are you sure? If it is, and you're like, no, I need it because of this, that, the other, then perfect. This is a great strategy. But there's those two kind of little things to just keep in mind. But definitely the one thing, don't just start buying stuff because you're saying, look at all this money I'm saving. I'm buying so much stuff. No, you didn't need to buy that stuff. So assuming that's the case, what's going to happen is, and I'm going to use the example where I just most recently used it, and that's what sparked the idea. But little context for me, I have 4 kids. My wife stays at home, so she's cooking all week long. She great meals, all that sort of stuff. But there's a lot of effort that goes into that. So on Fridays for our family, it is movie night and carry out because my wife doesn't want to have to cook again. She wants a night off, which is more than fair. And so for us, it is actually a need, right? It's healthy for my wife. She gets to take a break off. I mean, who doesn't like some fast food too? I mean, don't eat it every day, but fast food's great. So in this situation, yeah, it is a need from a mental health, and just it is what it is. And one of our current family favorites right now is Domino's Pizza. I mean, if you haven't had Domino's in a while, ever since they kind of rebranded, they're fantastic. And then they run this deal. And $7.99 for a 3-topping pizza, a large, you can't go wrong with that. So in this case situation, we needed some pizza, right? And we needed this pizza. That's a terrible pizza, but that's supposed to be a pizza. And we needed it from Domino's, all right? So what I do, and I've done this like you saw, you saw the savings already, over $2,000, is instead of just going straight to Domino's and purchasing from Domino's, I go up to Raise.com first, and I'm looking for the question being, are there any gift cards? So GC, are there any gift cards? And if there are, well then you don't have to pay full price. So the best way to really illustrate this is up on the screen now, you see an image, and you can see if you go through it all that I bought $100 worth of gift cards, but the amount I paid was essentially $81. So let's go through that math again. I bought $100. So if I wanted to go to Domino's now, I could buy $100 worth of pizzas. But it only cost me $81. So subtract out 81. So that means that I actually saved $19. Penny saved is a penny earned. And here's the most powerful part about this. If you look at that, I saved 19%. That's actually a super crazy interest rate to be paying yourself. Once again, a penny saved is a penny earned. So if you can go out there and earn 19% on your money, that's a great thing. And keep in mind, I was giving myself an interest rate of 19% by going ahead, and I'm still eating Domino's, right? The only sacrifice was I needed a quick go to Raise.com. They have a great app. They have all sorts of solid stuff. And then after that, I got my gift cards. So again, my purchasing power, if I wanted to, I could have gone and bought $100 worth of Domino's pizza, but I only paid the $81. That's awesome. And I am going to take you to the desktop so you can kind of see how it all works. But there you do the $19 in savings, and which equated to a 19% savings. And then after there, you go to, let's pick back up with our little journey here. You come down here to Domino's, and then you just buy the pizzas with the gift cards. And right there, penny saved is a penny earned. It's awesome. It's a guarantee. It's a guaranteed way to save money. And like I said, there is no sacrifices. It's not like I couldn't have Domino's. We can't go do carry out. No, you can have it, but just go to Raise.com real quick, see if there's any gift cards. And if there are, and maybe you noticed, but on the gift or on the image, in fact, we'll put the image up again, you can see that they were running a deal. So I also saved like another $5 just because they were running an additional promo at the time where I bought the gift card. So again, check out, see if there's any promos going on, and then you're just adding that much more savings, into the situation, which is exactly what you want to see. So let's go to my desktop real quick, and I'll walk you through the site, and you can see exactly how it works. All right, welcome to my desktop here. Here is Raise.com, the actual site. Now, of course, the site is always subject to change, but the overall idea is the exact same. Is we're looking to save money, and you can see that, right off the get-go, they are just offering all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, right there, if you have a dog, if you have some sort of pet, or there you go, you want to travel, and there you go, Airbnb, you can get 4%, and it's moving back and forth, but you get the idea here. So let's just kind of use my example because I'm really good at this in terms of that Domino's pizza. Now, if I want, it's Friday, we got to do some stuff, so you can just type in it's auto-populating, and you click on here. And Raise is going to just organize it all for you right there. So actually, now that I talk out loud here, I think it actually went up a little bit. So these are always, they're always different. The percentages are always changing, so you never quite know when, what it's going to be. But right here, you can see you can buy a $50 gift card. So again, that's how much pizza you could buy. You could buy $50 worth of pizza, but you only would pay $43.12, which again equates to 13.8%. Penny saved is a penny earned. That's essentially like the interest rate that you're paying yourself. A lot of times, you hear interest rate and people think, oh, like a mortgage or a car payment where you're paying someone else. No, in this situation, you are getting paid that via savings. And a penny saved is a penny earned. And you just go through and there's different amounts. And of course, what I like is right here that you can organize. So like, I don't need $50. How about just 25 and under? So you click on that and there you go. Now you have, you can get them from $20 to $5. And so there's a nice variety right there. As far as customer support, fantastic. A big and a very valid question is, hey, okay, what happens if I buy this gift card, Clay, but then there's nothing, it's already been used? Like what happens if there's something scammy going on? And I have had a couple of situations where you get the gift card and then you try to use it and then the site spits back at you, this gift card doesn't have anything on it. Raise, their customer service is fantastic. I've reached out to them. In fact, where does that, I can't remember. What is their policy? Right there. 1 year guarantee. So I mean, if you buy a gift card and you forget to use it and then you use it, 11 months later and something has changed where the balance is not what you thought it was, they will refund you back. And I've had, like I said, a couple instances with that. It's very painless. So they are very legit in that sense, in regards to, if there is something that occurs that's unfavorable, they have great customer service. And that's why I am recommending them. And in fact, like I said, up here, you can see a nice promo that I'll be talking to you more about. But right now, from a point of view of, hey, if you have other friends or other people and you want to, send out an affiliate link to them, and that's going to put $5 more in your pocket. Like I said, I'm going to show you how you can get $5 here in just a little bit as far as how all this works. But let's go back to the homepage there, because like I said, it's not just about pizza. So, you just go down the list there, electronics. So, even I'm curious. So let's just do this together, because if I was going to go buy, does Best Buy have anything? I have no idea. Oh, Best Buy out of stock. All right. Now, Amazon, because they're so popular, there's probably going to be very, very little savings. All right, there's not even anything right there. So the more popular something is, right, the less and less savings there's going to be, because the more people that want it, well, then just the way the site works. But, right here, even right here, Walmart, who doesn't? So Walmart, again, food, that's a need, right? Granted that, let's see, and you can organize based on the savings. So, again, very popular. So 0.5%. Not a whole lot there, but that's the idea. If you're looking to get something, just come here first and see if there's anything being offered. Even travel. I've gotten, actually, that kind of reminds me, I like to fly Southwest. Oh, there they are right there. Nice. So right there, you could, and think about it, 7% on 100, that adds up pretty quick, right? 7% return, interest rate being paid to you on $200. That adds up very, very quick over time. So that's one of my other favorite purchases that I like to do, is if I know that I'm flying somewhere. Let's see what there's Southwest. Let's see. Does Delta have anything? Delta, nice. So Delta, there you go. So that's how the site works. You just, like I said, for me, it's like a treasure hunt. You pull up the site and you just start digging around and you start looking for. Remember though, don't come here, just start to spend money because, hey, I'm saving all this money because I'm spending all this money. No. Make sure there's some sort of need that's behind it. So if you know that you need to fly somewhere, or you're taking a vacation and flying just happens to be part of it, well, then in that situation, it totally makes sense to go in and buy a gift card first for whatever airline or however you're doing that. And I wonder if, does Travelocity? Nope, out of stock. What about Expedia? No, doesn't look. So it doesn't look like maybe there's not necessarily, the travel sites, but like I said, use the site, walk yourself through whatever you know that you need, and a guaranteed and very, very easy way to save money. So the final thing here that I want to point out is a quick way for you to put $5 right into your pocket. But for this full disclosure's sake, this is an affiliate link, so I would also get $5. So if you don't want me to get $5, then it is what it is. But if you would like $5, then click the link down below, and that will send you to just a way to sign up for Raise, create an account there. And then as soon as you make a purchase, you're gonna get that $5. So in all actuality, again, a penny saved is a penny earned. That's $5 right in your pocket. That's like a couple bags of Sour Patch Kids. You can't go wrong with a quick $5, but then of course you get all the savings over and over again, and it adds up. I've been using the site for probably a couple years. So to think that I've saved over $2,000, that's $1,000 per year extra in my pocket. Think about it. What could you do with an extra, if at the end of 1 year you had $1,000 all of a sudden in your pocket? Think about all the things you could do with that. Would that change anything for you? For me, I can think of a lot that I can do with $1,000. If it all of a sudden at the end of the year, oh wow, I got an extra $1,000 in my pocket. That'd be a great situation to have. So yeah, don't look at it as, that's still only $19. Again, I can think of actually quite a bit I can do with $19, but don't look at it like that. Look at it as just time and time again. A strategy that's gonna build up that much savings, and once more to just end, no sacrifices needed. Especially if you have a low income, this is a great way to just keep more money in your pocket. So Raise.com, go there, sign up for an account. Like I said, if you want that $5, you can click on the link either down below in the description box if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this on the site, just right down below that video. So click that link, get out there, make sure you always go to Raise.com first and see if there's any gift cards available, and you will be amazed at just how fast money starts to save up as you go about and trying to save it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.